Hello, welcome. It's the 31st of December 2001, New Year's Eve. It's now 1:30. I've been out here since about 11 o'clock. I've done my main workout using the kettlebells, using a 16 and a 20. I've pulled out the rope out and done my workout, my kicking drills. And now what I'm going to do is re-warm up again and just give you a demonstration of how my system works. I designed this system so that you understand where you are, in what quadrant you're attacking, how far you are away from your target, and the connection between one shot to the other and your posture, and also the inertia of the shots that you're firing and the consequences of either hitting the target or missing the target. So we have a distance, whichever foot's forward, you have your distance to your target. This is the opponent's chin. Now they could be taller, they could be shorter, but this is the rough reference of where they are. This is my center line. This is level with my belly button, and also I have a vertical reference point there. So I know where I am to here, where I am vertically, and also I can have my horizontal line, high, low, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. I can see that I'm on target, but also I'm straight on to them. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, left, right. This is their shot. This represents the line in which they're firing down. So if I'm here, boom, they're hitting me straight on target. So I slip off line, slip off line, slip off line, slip off line. I'm off line, but my right arm, boom, slip off line, left shot, right, left, right, left, right, left. In, out, in, out. Boom, boom, boom. Focusing straight down the line. I'm not looking at the target, I'm looking down the line. I can see the chin, yeah? But I'm not directly looking at it. It's there in my center, it's in my focus, but I'm not looking at it. I'm looking beyond it, yeah? I'm letting my brain work out where it is. The key part is that I'm on the right position for the right weapon. I've got the right distance. Too far, too close, yeah? For these weapons, okay, for this, so that's the hands. I can warm up the legs, just bringing up to this horizontal line. I also know my distance here. I'm able to tell whether I'm off balance. As you go into your drills and you start to flow, you get a physical feeling that you're off balance, but also you get a visual representation of where you are and how far you are. You can hear that I'm breathing out as my legs come up. And that means I'm naturally breathing in as my legs go down. We're improving our timing from these weapons to these weapons. So there's no pause. You get that internal response of left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. One, two, three, opposite, opposite. One, two, three, opposite, opposite. So how we can practice that drill is go punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick. Yeah, so we're punching on the same hand, we're kicking on the same leg. Let's switch it over. So now we punch with this hand, we kick with this, punch, kick. It's only a small difference, but neurologically it's a big change because you're doing an action which is across the center line. It's this, then this side, then this side, which is different to this side, 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 this side. I hope that's clear to you. So in the shot, it could be jab, jab, teep, jab, jab, teep. It also could be jab, jab, back knee, rear kick, yeah. And that's where it alters, because a knee and a kick, it's the same motion, same drive. The difference is you're just doing an extension from the knee joint. The initial first part of the phase of movement is the knee. Yeah? Kick or kick. That's just where the actual extension's starting. No extension? No, you see how I've just gone off balance? That's what I mean. I felt the off balance because I've thrown myself off balance. And also I got a physical representation on the jig. The takeoff is easy. It's the landing that makes the difference. It's especially to throw the next shot. So if I can land clean, I can throw my next shot clean. Yeah. If I land off balance, that's going to have an effect on the next shot unless you practice for it. I had to do a correction there at the end. Yeah. The beauty about this jig system is you're able to repetition and get the movement absolutely bang on, because you can feel when you're on or when you're off balance. These crescents, they're to create a movement that throws you off, out your centre line and bring it in. Whether you're going to use them in a real situation is something else. But for the practice of the drill, you're throwing something out and you're bringing it in. And I'm landing back on the same spot. Yeah, and I'm in line. It feels clean, it feels pure. Yeah. Now you've just seen how I catch the rig, and that gave me an indication that I wasn't high enough. Now it's much easier to throw the rear leg because you've got more acceleration, more drive and more distance than it is to throw your front leg. Which means you have to transfer your weight onto the back foot, also be more vertical so it doesn't throw you offline. And where's that going to come in? For your blocking. It's harder to do this than it is to do this. So by practicing the inward crescent, it's improving that because of the way the hamstring and also your sciatic nerve passes through the hips. And also you'll see I have to shift my weight back. Yeah. And it's harder to come into your centre line because the adductors are not as strong as your abductors, which is taking it out. But every time you land, that gives you a key, a trigger to fire the next shot. So it can be the same leg, front, back, front. Again, there's the mark. Yeah. Because you're creating a restriction within your movement pattern, you're isolating the movement so you feel the imperfections. You can feel when you're off balance, you can feel the tightness between the hip flexor or the hamstring or the glute medius or the maximus. You can feel where your upper is dominant to one side or the other. You can feel the tightness in the shoulders because there is a connection between your shoulder and your hips. And that's why for the last year I've laid off hitting any heavy bags because I tore my left shoulder, and my left hip has always given me problems from all the years of the judo. So my left shoulder affected my left kicking, and my left kicking affected my left shoulder. And that restriction, that tightness within the fascia system caused more of an imbalance till something goes snap. So you can feel what's good and what's bad within yourself, and you're all different. Yeah, and you see here now I'm offline. But also now I'm offline, yeah, it means I can come in Because obviously when you're fighting and you're sparring or whatever, you're moving around. But what's always happening, always in front of you, is this mental rig. So your opponent's in front of you and you can see their centre line. So you know if you're offline, whichever side, you know if you're straight on, you know whether you're low, whether you're high, and you know whether you're doing a low kick, mid kick or high kick. You understand whether you hit something, the recoil back. You understand if you miss, you can come around. And that's what this system, this rig, improves. Where you are. Yeah? Now, I'm not a brilliant kicker. I am what I am. I'm not someone who learnt taekwondo for many, many years or karate. So for someone who can actually got kick and they've also got free movement through their hips, this will be a phenomenal improvement for them because they'll just be able to drill it repetition after repetition. But for someone who's not brilliant at kicking, this will give them the tools in which they can work on their own and they can find their sticking points, their problem points, and they can work on it with a structure. Now, when you've got something like these Renegade weights, and these are 1.5 kilos, makes all the difference. Yeah? When you start to kick, you can feel that weight because if you're dropping your hands or they're out of position, it amplifies it. But just as a punching drill, you can see the advantage. Because this is moving forward and back and up and down, and also at a rapid pace, you get the feeling as if you hit something, also if you miss something. Obviously, we can work down the line. You're in control of what you do. You can be very, very strict with yourself, or you can just go in for a flow. I will do more videos on this, more in depth, but there's a tester and a taster of the Renegade rope system. This